This is ABC 7 News at Noon.
We'll have the latest on a fire that left one person dead and 3 others injured on Monday. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. A woman charged with killing her boyfriend the day after Christmas will spend 25 years in prison. And lawmakers will be considering a paid family medical leave benefits legislation this week. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories in just a moment. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Hey Susan, happy Tuesday afternoon. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Luigi and Fredericks across the Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. Here we go. The radar and satellite is looking very nice. All the advisories have been dropped. We're going to be seeing a lot of sunshine for us today, so if you're looking for reasons to get outside, you have it today, though, with all the sunshine and the nice temperatures that we will be seeing. All the active weather is tracking off towards the east, leaving us alone. We have high pressure just off toward our north and east as well. We have a system off to the north and west, and now will give us opportunities, though, for a few chances for rain showers coming up soon. But for today, though, no rain on the way. We'll see a lot of sunshine, maybe some clouds off from the north. But once we get towards late Wednesday afternoon, that will be our turn for a few showers to move in. There's a little bit of wind out there, too, out of the south in general at around 15 miles per hour at its worst today, backing off a little bit later on. But we'll have some wind going today, and especially as we head towards your Wednesday as well. So for today, though, lower 70s, mostly sunny and breezy. It'll be beautiful out there, though, with that south wind getting up to around 20 miles per hour. By tonight, lower 40s, mostly clear, and that south breeze getting up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, upper 60s, afternoon clouds, and some showers moving in as well. South wind getting up to around 25 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period, a lot of sunshine. This is nice, right? Temperatures reaching for the lower 70s at one point, but your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Susan?
Thank you, Devin. One person was killed and 3 others were hospitalized after a fire broke out Monday in Waterville. Residents of a 7-story apartment building awoke to discover their building was on fire. Now investigators are trying to figure out why it happened. Our Matthew Jarancic has the story.
When I woke up, I heard the fire alarm going off.
Heather Gilbert says she lived 3 doors down from where the fire started on the 4th floor of Elm Towers in Waterville. Gilbert described the moment she escaped her apartment.
I opened the door, and there was totally black smoke, thick black smoke. And then flames started coming out, and then they finally put it out.
Waterville Fire Chief Sean Essler says his crew was dispatched to the scene at 5:40 a.m. for a report of an alarm activation. He says crews quickly jumped into action to evacuate the building and diminish the flames.
Upon arrival, guys found that there was some smoke and fire showing from the 4th floor. Simultaneously, crews were on nearly every level of this 7-story building, helping to rescue and assist occupants from the building.
Chief Essler says the 4th floor sustained heavy smoke and fire damage, with the lower floors suffering from water damage. Upon searching the building, fire crews located an unresponsive individual. That person was later pronounced deceased after resuscitation efforts. Gilbert says she knew the deceased individual and will always remember him for how caring he was.
He's the type of guy that would give you the shirt off his back, you know? If I ever needed help out with anything, like food or anything like that, he'd help me out.
3 others were sent to the hospital to be evaluated for smoke inhalation. The Red Cross and Waterville Housing Authority were on the scene checking on residents and finding them temporary housing arrangements. Residents will be staying at the Best Western in Augusta for the foreseeable future. It's unclear what started the fire, which is under investigation by the Fire Marshal's office. In Waterville, Matthew Jarancic reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Firefighting foam used battling that deadly fire has resulted in a do not drink order from the Kennebec Water District. While the extent of the contamination is unclear, the Kennebec Water District says it is issuing a system-wide do not drink order out of an abundance of caution, while the Water District staff are flushing the contaminants out of the system. While the firefighting foam is biodegradable and PFAS-free, it is not safe for human consumption. Residents are advised against using tap water to make ice cubes, food preparation, brushing teeth, or any other activity involving the consumption of water. However, officials say the water is safe for bathing and cleaning. If you experience unusual foaming in your water, the Kennebec Water District says to run your cold water for 15 to 20 minutes from a bathtub or outside spigot. And if the foaming persists, contact the Kennebec Water District at 207-872-2763. 41-year-old Danielle Wheeler changed her plea and was sentenced for manslaughter in a Washington County courtroom Monday. Wheeler shot and killed her boyfriend, Jason Aubuchon, in 2021. Jury selection was set to begin Monday in Machias after Wheeler originally pleaded not guilty to the charge of murder. She ended up changing her plea to guilty and was sentenced to 25 years in prison for the lesser charge of manslaughter. The trial began Monday for a New York man accused of murder after a dispute over a ride to the airport. A.J. Douglas has the details.
Jason Lipscomb is being charged for the shooting death of Joseph Tracy back in 2020. Police detectives testified to finding blood spatter patterns throughout the bathroom area of the home place in apartments located at 150 College Avenue in Waterville. The defense argued the area is known to have reports of criminal gun activity, noting that a shell casing was found outside the apartment at least more than 10 feet from where Tracy was found upon EMT's arrival. The state later called David Weston, a resident in the area, to the stand, who testified that Lipscomb walked into his driveway asking to use his phone to call for a ride. Weston says he noticed Lipscomb's clothing was ripped. Lipscomb allegedly said his clothing was ripped during an argument with his girlfriend earlier that day. The defense pointed out that Weston has added additional details to his original statement to police after meeting with officers several times throughout the investigation. In studio, A.J. Douglas.
A former Waterville couple has been indicted on sexual assault charges involving children. 38-year-old Davina Pichanko and 40-year-old Charles Frost were both indicted for several charges, including gross sexual assault. Frost was also indicted for unlawful sexual contact. Authorities say one of the alleged victims was under 18 and another was under 14 years old. Two people arrested after police searched a property in Palmyra in October were also indicted. 44-year-old Jessica Quimby and 40-year-old Joseph Quimby were indicted on numerous charges, including unlawful operation of a methamphetamine lab, aggravated drug trafficking, and endangering the welfare of a child. Somerset County Chief Deputy Michael Mitchell says when officers and drug agents searched two buildings on Wyman Road, they found fentanyl, meth, 2 guns, meth lab products, and cash. And an Athens man has been indicted in connection with a fire that destroyed a mobile home. 22-year-old Zachary James was indicted for arson. Crews were called to 13 Dartmouth Street in Skowhegan last September. The mobile home was fully engulfed in flames when they arrived on the scene. The American Civil Liberties Union of Maine is throwing its support behind a proposed bill to create new landmark privacy protections in Maine. According to the organization, LD 1705 would let people choose whether to share certain information online and ensure that information is stored safely and used appropriately. The ACLU of Maine's Policy Director Megan Sway testified in support of the bill, saying it's needed to keep private companies from profiting off people's personal information.
If we want to have a strong privacy law that actually gets enforced, we need to have consequences for when the law is broken. And with the sensitive data like biometrics, we want to make sure that there are consequences.
The bill is one of the main ACLU of Maine's 4 priority bills for the current legislative session. Assistant Senate Majority Leader Maddie Daughtry and Assistant House Majority Leader Kristen Cloutier took time Monday to answer questions about legislation they're co-sponsoring to implement paid family medical leave benefits in Maine. Dottie and Cloutier pointed out that Maine is one of the only New England states that does not have paid family medical leave program, making Maine an outlier in the region. They say the absence of paid family medical leave takes away from the state's ability to attract young families to move here. They also said 90% of Mainers support the implementation of such a program and shared personal stories about why they have been working to implement one for years.
One of the other times I noticed that this is something I really could have benefited from is when I actually got hit. I was cycling and got hit by a car and had to be out of work for several weeks. And then, now I'm even more passionate about it, being a small business owner and seeing the need for this type of policy to really be able to attract and retain employees.
The lawmakers said they are basing this proposed policy off the work of 2 commissions, multiple studies, and considerable input from stakeholders over the last 2 years. They are still taking feedback and working on details, but they said the program will be overseen by a 13-person board that represents a wide range of interests. They said the proposal has more than 100 co-sponsors, including some Republicans.
I don't think everyone is going to see eye to eye on this. Like, that's just not realistic. But we put the time in. We've dedicated 2 years of our lives to this, and are just so passionate about it. And I don't think this bill could have stronger sponsors.
The formal introduction of LD 1964 and an attached amendment, as well as a public hearing, are slated for Thursday in Augusta. Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, the Bangor City Council has adopted new fees for the owners of vacant properties. We'll have details when we return.
These days you can buy a new mattress anywhere. However, getting the right mattress at the right price will keep you up at night. When you're ready for a new mattress, come to Dorsey's. We've delivered more mattresses to this area than any other retailer. With over 48 years of experience, the largest in-stock selection, plus our 30-night sleep guarantee, we've got the right mattress for you at a great price. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A, Holden. Sleep well, my friends.
Comfort Shoes and More is your destination for all of your spring and summer footwear essentials. We have trained podorthists on site, and our friendly, caring, and knowledgeable staff will make sure you are fitted with the proper footwear that is perfect for you. We have Power Lace shoes, the self-lacing shoe activated by your body weight. Just step in and go. We have many new sandal styles from Hoka, Teva, Power Step, Stride, and more. Come visit Comfort Shoes and More in Newport to find the perfect shoes for you.
Oh, that feels so good. What a sweetheart. I'm so lucky.
These socks are so soft. And her feet don't smell? These would be perfect for hunting season.
Moisture wicking, odor resistant, hypoallergenic, softer than cashmere, and warmer than wool. Get your alpaca socks and more at the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Hey babe, can I borrow these socks?
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Now to critical debt ceiling talks. President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy meeting for more than an hour last night, trying to work through a compromise, with both leaders saying the talks were productive, but time is running out as Treasury Secretary has repeatedly warned that the U.S. is facing a hard line on a catastrophic default by June 1st. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest from Washington.
Fresh hope in Washington and the nation after President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy both said they had productive talks during their face-to-face negotiations Monday as they try to reach a compromise to raise the debt limit so the government can pay its bills.
I think the tone tonight was better than any other time we've had discussions. We still will have some philosophical differences.
We're optimistic we may be able to make some progress because we both agreed default's not really on the table. We've got to get something done here.
But the two leaving the talks without a deal, neither side willing to lay out any areas of potential compromise. White House and Republican negotiators, though, back on Capitol Hill today, resuming their urgent talks. Republicans have been demanding that Biden and Democrats slash spending, streamline oil and gas projects, and impose new work requirements for those receiving federal aid. The president equally firm in pushing for tax increases on the wealthiest Americans and large companies. But if they can't come to an agreement, financial experts say the U.S. economy could plummet into recession, with millions losing their jobs. Social Security and Medicare recipients will not get their checks, and troops will go unpaid. The heads of the U.S. military's branches warning it would have an immediate and dramatic impact on readiness.
Everything that we do would be dramatically affected.
And while the Treasury Secretary has set the deadline for default at 9 days from now, there's actually less time than that. Any deal would need to be considered by House members for 72 hours and then pass both the House and the Senate. Now, currently, the House is only in session for 2 more days due to the Memorial Day recess, so the pressure is on to get a deal done right now.
Bangor's City Council voted last night to double the fee for owning vacant properties. They say there are dozens in the city that have been vacant for years, and this is an effort to convince owners to put them to good use or sell them. Many of the properties are also owned by out-of-state banks. According to the Bangor Daily News, their rule change will force some of them to pay up to $8,000 annually, depending on how long a property has been vacant. A project a quarter of a century in the making at Acadia National Park has begun its final stage as of Monday afternoon. Devin Dagnall has the story.
The Acadia Gateway Center has been an ongoing project in Trenton since 1999, and now it started its last step with the official groundbreaking of the building site. When it's done, the center will be a place where visitors can get tourism information for the area, buy park entrance passes, and be shuttled to the park via the Island Explorer transportation system. Trenton First Selectman Fred Erlenbach says a lot of the praise should go to the people of Trenton for the approval and support of this project through the years.
I like to think of it as true democracy. The judicial, the executive, and the legislative branches of local government acting in the best interest of the town.
A theme through the entire design of the center is sustainability. It will be outfitted with a geothermal heating and cooling system, a rooftop solar panel array, and electric vehicle charging stations. In addition to all of that, Senator Angus King says the center could help lower carbon emissions when it comes to transportation as well.
And what we're talking about here is the ability to park your vehicle here, get on the bus, and enjoy the national park without having to worry about a parking place and without having to worry about all the pollution that's created and the traffic and the time that takes.
Even though Monday was the beginning of the end for the Acadia Gateway Center project, it will still be a while before it welcomes its first guests.
So with that, I'd like to conclude this ceremony. In a couple of years, we should be having a ribbon cutting on this. And for all those people that have been working on this for a quarter of a century, your vision will be realized. Thank you all. Have a great day.
In Trenton, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
After the break, we'll take a look at allergies. If yours are driving you crazy, you're not alone. We'll be right back.
Max True Value Hardware in Unity is the best option year-round for all of your home improvement projects. Backed by one of the leading paint manufacturers in the United States, Max will color match or custom mix any color for you. We care about your pets too, carrying all of the essential pet products in our store. During those cold winters, we take the extra step to help with wood pellets ready to load on site. We also fill all size propane cylinders year-round. Max True Value Hardware. We take pride in serving our community. Let us know how we can help you today.
You found the one. Peaks Hill Lodge in Denham. Beautiful outdoor and indoor weddings and events in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. Dance the night away on our 1,100 square foot dance floor. Full service catering and cash bar. Peaks Hill Lodge. Contact us to schedule a tour and book your wedding today.
ABC 7, Fox 22, Max True Value Hardware, and McLaughlin Seafood want to send you to see Lee Brice and Cole Swindell live in concert with special guest Louis Brice, Friday, May 28th at the Main Savings Amphitheater in Bangor. Sign up to win tickets by registering at Max True Value Hardware in Unity, the best option year-round for your home improvement projects, and McLaughlin Seafood in Bangor, specializing in live Maine lobsters and the freshest seafood. Win tickets to see Lee Brice and Cole Swindell, May 28th on the Bangor waterfront.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
there's no reason to be overwhelmed.
No.
We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Herman Meadow
is a very user-friendly golf course. We have some very good rates. We have discounts for military people. We have discounts for seniors, individual and group lessons for juniors.
The greens, especially this year, they're in excellent shape. It's not a course that won't allow you to hit the ball 10 or 12 times on any hole and still have fun.
There's some challenges out there, but there's also some risk rewards.
It's convenient. You can come in Union Street, you can come in Route 2. It's just in a great location.
It's just a fun place to play.
A family from Dedham is getting active through the sport of fencing. The England family spends each Sunday at the Downey School of Fencing learning all there is about this sport that dates back to the 19th century. Our Jody Hersey has more.
Now beat, and then lunge.
With protective gear and swords in hand, the England family is ready to fence.
Oh, nice one.
This family of 5 has been learning the sport from their coach, John Kraus.
It's like chess in some aspects.
Kraus is the owner and operator of the Downey School of Fencing on Verona Island.
We train adults, children, teenagers, competitive and recreational.
Fencing allows the entire family, parents and triplets included, to work on balance, speed, footwork, and control.
They have different skill levels, even though they're triplets, things like they just have different strengths and weaknesses, but he meets them where they're at and helps them.
Katie England said she looked into lessons after seeing a fencing demonstration out of state.
I'd been looking for something that we could do together to stay active and not just be on the sidelines.
Between 30 and 40 fencers train at the Downey School of Fencing every week.
One of the nice things about it is when you're fencing, you never have the same bout twice.
The Englands have only been fencing together for a couple of months, but they say it's an activity that they all look forward to now, every Sunday.
I like the part when we're actually practice fencing against each other.
You win some, you lose some, it doesn't really matter. You just back into it and it's really fun. Like to see them compete at some level, but honestly, if they just like doing this for fun, that's enough for me.
On Verona Island, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Feel like your allergies are driving you crazy for longer every year? It's not just in your head. With more, here's ABC's Lindsay Watts.
A new study finds allergy season has been getting longer in more than 170 U.S. cities by an average of more than 2 weeks. New data from Climate Central found that the time between the first day of freezing temperatures in the spring and last freeze in the fall has been getting longer since 1970. This gives plants more than 2 weeks on average to grow, flower, and release pollen. And in 31 cities, allergy season grew by at least a month since 1970. Reno, Nevada saw one of the largest increases in allergy season in the country by 99 days. Allergy season grew the most in the western U.S., followed by the southeast, northeast, southern, and central U.S. regions. The researchers suggest these climate changes will have a big impact on people with seasonal allergies and asthma. So talk to your doctor about the best way to manage your symptoms. With this Medical Minute, I'm Lindsay Watts, ABC News.
When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
There's no stopping a Mainer with a college education. Pick up the phone now and talk to a student success coach from Maine's public universities.
And we'll put you on the path to a better paying job. Your success coach is waiting.
Listen, your deodorant just has to work. I use Secret, aluminum free. Just swipe and it lasts all day. Secret helps eliminate odor instead of just masking it. And hours later, I still smell fresh. Secret works. Oh, yes.
Up at 2 a.m. again. Tonight, try Pure Z's All Night. Unlike other sleep aids, our extended release melatonin helps you sleep longer and longer. ZzzQuil Pure Z's All Night. Fall asleep, stay asleep.
My insurance kept going up and up and up and up.
I was getting a lot of mail about Medicare, getting pretty confused about it.
I could never have navigated through the loopholes.
Somebody said something about Senior Planning Center.
I heard of Senior Planning Center, so we called them.
Senior Planning Center was a lifesaver for us.
I couldn't begin to do it all on my own, but Senior Planning Center did it all.
Gave me all my options and signed me up with what I needed within an hour.
Senior Planning Center helped us so much.
Biggest help I could ever have asked for.
Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dark or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.
There's no stopping a Mainer with a college education. Pick up the phone now and talk to a student success coach from Maine's public universities.
And we'll put you on the path to a better paying job. Your success coach is waiting.
Buckle up. Police say they're paying extra close attention right now to whether people are wearing their seatbelts. The National Click It or Ticket campaign kicked off Monday ahead of the busy Memorial Day weekend. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, nearly 12,000 unbuckled passengers died in crashes in 2021. The U.S. Department of Transportation says the one focus of the campaign will be nighttime enforcement, since a majority of deadly crashes where passengers are not buckled up happen at night. Police are reminding drivers that it's the law in Maine for everyone to buckle up in a car. Now let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, here we go. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, they are Paramount. Give them a call for a free estimate today. Alrighty, wave heights are looking pretty decent out there right now, right around 2 to 3 feet according toward the buoy. So there are no advisories in effect along the coast. So we're looking pretty good, at least at this point. But again, a lot of sunshine expected today. No clouds overhead. I promise this thing is working. There's just no clouds overhead. It's going to be a pretty nice day for us today. So if you're looking for reasons to get outside and enjoy the nice weather, you have it today with high pressure right nearby off to the north and east. We have low pressure off toward the north, and that will give us the opportunity for some rain to move in, especially as we head towards Wednesday afternoon, at least lasting through early Thursday morning or so. So futurecast moving forward, let's track all of this here. A lot of sunshine today, maybe a few clouds during the afternoon and early evening time frame, but overall looking pretty decent moving forward. We'll have sunshine to start things off for your Wednesday as well. By around midday to the afternoon, the clouds start to approach along with some showers by late afternoon to the evening time frame, and those showers will last overnight, at least through early Thursday morning. But notice the area low pressure kind of sits and spins a bit, though, so we may have to watch for a few showers that may try to linger as we head towards your Thursday as well. So overall, though, most of the rainfall will fall near that Millinocket to areas to the north and east, that Millinocket to Holton line there, and maybe up to Caribou as well, with some areas seeing up to an inch, if not a little bit more before that backs off. But further down to the south and to the north of that line, though, a little bit less in the precipitation department there, but still a healthy rainfall, which you could use. We're still in abnormally dry conditions here across this part of the state. This does not take into account any rain we saw over the weekend or the rain we will be seeing, though, as we head towards Wednesday night into Thursday. So at least some good news on the way there with some rain on the way for the ground. But otherwise, though, some spots could definitely use the rain as some other parts of the Midwest are in exceptional drought. So there's other areas that are definitely seeing it worse, but thankfully not as much drought coverage as what we've seen in years past. So otherwise, though, temperatures back here at home, our average high temperature is 68 degrees, lower 70s today, upper 60s for your Wednesday, upper 50s cooling off for your Thursday, but back in the 60s Friday, and the 70s return Saturday, Sunday, and also in your Monday. Forecast for today, lower 70s, mostly sunny and breezy out there. It will be nice. South wind getting up to around 20 miles per hour. For tonight, lower 40s, mostly clear. South breeze backing off to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, upper 60s, afternoon clouds and some showers on the way. South wind picking up to around 25 miles per hour. Paramount Paving extended forecast. We're looking decent, though, although we do have that rain moving in Wednesday afternoon, lingering through Thursday before we dry out Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday featuring a partly cloudy sky, temperatures in the 60s and 70s.
Thank you, Devin. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening with Peter Dubois and Beth Jones on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.